Hi, my name's Fran and I'm Senior Photo Lead at OurSecretLab. So when taking photos at events of this size, pre-planning is really important with the client. Getting all the images that you're going to photograph signed off, making sure they know what you're going to deliver, and then meeting their expectations and then going above and beyond their expectations. I absolutely love working at events like this. We've got a really great team. We all work together. It's like one big family. It's really supportive, and I think that makes a real difference to the work that we produce, and the work that we produce is second to none. I think the main challenge that my team faces at a large event is the quick turnaround that we have. So it's really vital that we're producing really high quality work, but getting it out in a really timely fashion. So we all have to work really closely together, and I think that that's one thing that OurSecretLab is really good at. We've got a really good support network. The great thing about shooting in a different country is the variety. It's the variety of images that you can capture. The team activities are always so much fun. The delegates were out vintage car racing when we were in Cannes. In Lisbon we're out sailing, and just this week in Abu Dhabi we were out dune bashing, which was awesome.
Can you hear me now?
I can indeed, I can.
Hear me now. I'm the founder and currently the CEO, although obviously there are a lot of people who would like to see that not be the case.
What do you enjoy about working at events like this?
Yeah, I think events is a really strange kind of environment to be in. You either love it or it's something that you have to get through. I always say to people, especially when they come on board, that it's like a train journey that only has 2 stops. So there's the beginning and the end, and once it's rolling there's no opportunity to say, oh, I don't really fancy this, I want to get off, or there's a problem, can I get out? You can't. There's the beginning and the end. And it's also really the sharp point of the spear, so there's so much work gone in terms of prep, both with the hotel, in terms of creative, in terms of back and forth, in terms of the client's expectations, and also how the client's expectations can change over a year, and some of those come as a result of slight creative changes, or whether their needs within the company in terms of direction, in terms of focus drivers and goals that might be driven by products that have come online earlier than expected, or most of the case are delayed. But also in terms of financial pressure as well, and you need to be responsive to that, and also be constantly looking to ask yourselves, are we doing the best we can with the money that we have? And that's, for us, always the best bit about when you come to an event like this and you come to a location like Abu Dhabi, that people leave, and this is what we've heard here, they're really blown away, and that's great, because I know what that means. Not only do they have a great time here, but they've seen something here that they don't see elsewhere. And for us, in terms of a business mantra, and in terms of wanting to retain the business that we have, and get new business, to put on a show that showcases not only what we can do, but showcases the client in the very best light, and has them thinking, we don't think we would go anywhere else, is a testament to the huge amount of hard work that gets done by the lab team, of which I am, quite literally, just a very small part.
Right, ready?
So what have I got to say? I'm PX, I'm in charge of all things drawing and colouring in. Some call it head of design, others call it colouring in.
So my role at OSL is to edit video content. We make videos that go on big screens at events, as well as making corporate videos for blue chip clients such as Jaguar Land Rover and others. So yeah, my role is to do post-production, editing, colour correcting and a bit of sound on video. So I've done 6 of these events now and kind of got a formula for the video post-production, which is we scope it out on the day before anything happens so we can have a bit of a plan, because every one of the venues is going to be different. On the first day we make sure I sit into what they call the plenary, which is where people are speaking on stage, and I just literally make notes of what they've said. I'm listening for sound bites. If I get a sound bite I think that's going to go in the video, I note the time down, and then when I'm editing I can just go straight to that time. That's probably the only amount of the actual conference that I see. The rest of the time I'm just in the back room editing, and that's just long shifts then, and knowing that there's a deadline, we agree a deadline before anything starts, and we say right, okay, by this time we need to have a banker, we need to have something that if everything else goes wrong this can be played, and then we've probably still got 12 hours where we can do versions right up until probably 2 hours before screening. So yeah, that's the process. I think actually the biggest challenge is just managing your time. So it's kind of, you're either eating, asleep or working, and you know, if you're up then you're on duty really, and it's up to each individual to manage that time, because I mean nobody can do 18 hours straight through. You might do that for one day, but you couldn't do it for 4 or 5 days back to back. So I think actually the biggest challenge is managing it and making it a human experience. It is a day of work, it's an extraordinary day of work, but you are at work and you have to time manage it in a way that's going to work for you as a human being, with rest and refreshments and just seeing some daylight, but also with a very tight schedule, and there's no chance of messing it up. You have to deliver. You know, the client is literally watching, so there's no second chances. So yeah, I would say the biggest challenge is time management.
My role within OSL is to look after our clients' PowerPoint presentations. So they may have content that they give us that is in its very raw form, and I take it to help create an effective visual presence to the message, and also to help make sure that we're aligned to their brand guidelines, and finally as well to implement the event identity to those slides as well, to really bring the whole event together with its visual identity. Executives and presenters from client side are often very busy people, and this is a real key showcase moment for them in front of all their colleagues and sometimes suppliers, and it's really important that they look good and that they communicate effectively. So my role is really important in helping give that great visual reinforcement to their spoken message. So we take the presenters' talk tracks, their key messages, and we work those into a visual communication that's on brand and that's very clear and simple to help really reinforce the presenter's message. One of the things that we really want to remove and stay well away from is the death by PowerPoint classic. What we want to do is to really communicate effectively, simply, and to reinforce the spoken message that the presenter's giving.
Yeah, good.
Do it again.
It's fine, I think
And that's how important it is.
Excuse me?
I mean, what are you doing, making a feature film on him?
I'm doing my last question, thank you very much.
Last question.
And then you just butted in.
I had it as well. I had it. It was on the tip of my tongue.
What I didn't realise is you're going to be taking about 4 hours for what's your BTS? 2 hours long?
Yeah.